Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Fancy Dollar. For those who are new, welcome. My name is Katie and today we'll be cash stuffing my first September paycheck, which is a total of $1,580. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this cash up, and hopefully you guys enjoyed my little story time that I had last week's cash stuffing. I do have another one regarding when I was on vacation in Mexico, which was horrifying. I thought I almost got locked up. So stay tuned for that at the end of the video if you guys aren't interested. But we're gonna jump right into my personal binder first. How you guys are doing? It's literally first week of September, not August. It's flying by so fast. I know the mamas are extremely busy with kids going back to school, which I know that is probably so draining, but personal spending is going to get 25 this week. Now we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 160, 61, 2, 3, 4. 164 in here. Dining out and groceries is going to get $100. So 50, 70, 90, 100. And now we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 221. Gas is going to get an extra $23. So 21, 2, 3. Now we have 20, 40, 50, 65, 66, 7, 8, 9, $70. And this is good for full tank. And my full tank lasts about 2 weeks. Beauty and self-care. I already used my $50 Amazon gift card. You'll see a unstuffing in a week or two, maybe next week. But beauty is going to get $50. Is there a bad or worse one? I said badder one, but ugly wrinkly one. But now it has 100, 150, 200, 220, 230, 231, 23. So 233. There's a lot of cars going down my street, my road right now for some odd reason. Usually it's like quiet, but household and toiletries is going to get an extra $5. Now we have $5, $10, $11. I think that's good for toothpaste. Wardrobe is going to get $10. And now we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, $80. I think that was 80, yeah. And then date night is going to get $20. And now we have 20, 40, $60 in here. So Keith treated us out for our last date night or date day. So I'm going to treat him for the next one. And we're going to jump into our savings challenges next. And we're jumping back into August, because we are finishing up this savings challenges for August, and then the next one we're going to do is September because we are quite behind. So I'm going to start September for next week, so hopefully I get to finish that in September. So that is going to get 35. So 20, 35. So we should have 87. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 86, 87. So we have completed this one. Then we're jumping back into the front for Amex budgets. We're doing $7 this week. So 5, 6, 7. And now we have 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 51, 2. So far we have 52. So that is it for this binder. Next up, holidays. Mother's Day is going to get $6. Then we have $5, $10, $15, $16, $17, $18. Father's Day is also getting $5. Now we have $5, $10, $15. Halloween, we're putting $10. We have $10, $15, $20. And if you guys hear like little footsteps, my dog is outside of my office room and he's just walking around everywhere. Thanksgiving is also getting $5. Now we have $10. Christmas, which I mentioned in my budget with me, I am not going to be splurging on Christmas this year. I'm probably only going to be spending $200. And it's getting $5. Now we have 100 in the bank, 510. So we have 110. So that is it for my holiday binder. We're gonna go into my high priority next. Medical. It's getting $5. Now we have $50, $70, $75, $80. Medical deductible, this $324 that I have left for 2025. And then for 2026, it's going to get an extra $5. Now we have 100, 150, 160, 70, 80, 90. So 190. Personal savings. It's going to get $50. And now we have $17,000 in the bank. 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300. So 17,300. Roth IRA is going to get $5. Now we have 300 in the bank. 350, 360, 70, 80, 90, 95, $400. Once I reach 500, I'm going to put this into the Roth IRA account. And for, if I can find my marker, Mr. and Mrs. is going to get additional $10. Now we have 1,100 in the bank, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So 1160. Future Mommy is getting 10. Now we have 600 in the bank, 650, 670, 690, 710, 720, 30, 40, 50. 750. And I remember when I started out with like $20, which is insane, and now we have $750. Future Baby is also gonna get, gonna get $10. You have 500 in the bank, 520, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, $600. Hitting milestones this cash stuffing video. And last envelope is car expenses. This is for my car registration, which is $50 per year in Pennsylvania. And then our inspection emissions is $85. But this week is going to get $5. Now we have 20, 30, 35, 40. And I don't need this until like March. So we're good. So that is it for this binder. Next up is my friends and family binder, and I'm only going to stuff Emmy and Bailey's medication envelope this week, which is going to get $40. And now they have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 210, 20, 30, 35, 36, 7, 8, 9, 40. So they have 240 in here. Love this binder. Then we're jumping into business. I do need to budget out and cash stuff my side income from my custom orders soon. I haven't gotten around to it because I've been so busy with work, and I do want to actually cash stuff my weekly paychecks. So inventory is going to get 20, but it's coming up soon. I'm so sorry for all the wait, but inventory and supply now has 20, 40, 45, 46, $47. that's it for this binder. We're gonna go into our bills binders next. This one is skipped. Lifetime Fitness is going to get $50. Now we have 50, 100, 150, 170, 190, 195, $200. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this over into my month ahead binder. So that way I can start stuffing for the next following month. I don't want it to overfill my envelopes and rip my envelopes. This is how you keep up with the longevity of your envelopes. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my sticky note for, not this one, oops, this one. So I have September 1st in here, so we're gonna write one for October 1st. So there's 200 here and there's 200 here. So I'm gonna put the October 1st behind the September 1st payment in here. So put that to the side for now. Monthly subscriptions is going to get $8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we have 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. And this is perfect for both Apple and Spotify. So 18 for Spotify and $3 for Apple. So that's 18, 21 I meant total. Car payment is going to get $206 to complete this payment for October, because we are a few months ahead. So this should be $827. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 827. So we're gonna go ahead. So I have September 23rd in here, so we're gonna write October 23rd. So I'm gonna put that right behind September 23rd's payment. Ooh, my sticker came off. Okay, wheel and tire protection plan is getting 50. Now we have 50, 150, 250, 300, and I only owe $354 left. So next week I can budget out $54, and we're finally done paying off this wheel and tire protection plan that I purchased for my new car on April 1st of 2025. Easy Pass tolls is going to get 20. Now we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, $70. So we're going to put that in here. So each replenishment is $70. Car insurance is going to get 40. And this is for 2026 6-month policy. Now we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 210, 230, 250, 260. AT&T phone bill is going to get 20, and now it has $40. And then AT&T iPhone payoff is going to get an extra 5. Now we have 20, 30, 40, 50, 65. Then last envelope in here is student loan. Number 5 is going to get $100. My student loan is still in forbearance pause because I am under the SAVE plan, but I'm going to enroll myself into the IDR for these 3 student loans, and then my 2 large ones, which is number 1 and 2, I'm going to refinance it with SoFi. Anyways, student loan number 5 got 100 and now it has 400. We're going to put that into our month ahead student loan. I'm not going to put a sticker on because I do need to submit that payment next week. So that is it for my bills binder and my month ahead binder. Next up, home binder. We're putting $100 in down payment, but we have only the pinks left, so we're going to do 2 of these because these are $50 each. Real estate agent fees, we're putting $20, so 1 pink one. Home inspection and appraisal, we're doing 15, so a blue. Home insurance, we're putting 10 and we're doing a blue. Right, so down payment, we have $30,000 in the bank, and then we're adding $100 this week. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 750, 800. Real estate agent fees, getting 20. Now we have 100, 120, 40, 60, 80, 200, 205. Inspection and appraisal fees is getting 15. Now it has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, $80. Home insurance is going to get 10 and now it has 20. Now we're jumping into this section and we're only doing furniture and appliance. They're both gonna get $10. And now it has 400 in the bank, 450, 470, 480, 490, 500, 510, 15, 10, 15. So 515. Appliances is going to get 10. Now we have 100, 110, 120. That is it for my home binder. Last envelope is vacation. Day trips is going to get $10. Now we have 20, 35. Mini getaways is going to get 20. Now we have 120, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 145. The islands, I gotta grab my orange handy dandy. We're actually putting $350 this week. So each icon is 50, so we're doing 50, 100, 50, 200, 50, 300, 350. Okay, we circled 7. So 1, 2, 3, 50. Now we have an islands. For the next payment, we have 1, 2, 3, 400, 500, 600, 750. So each payment is $450 that they deduct. I'm on a 6-month payment plan for our islands trip, but I'm probably gonna pay that off before we go on a trip, probably in October. Pre-vacay shopping is going to get $20. Now we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, $80. Extra is gonna get 20. Now we have 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Accommodations, it's going to get 25. Now we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, $100 in here. passport renewals is going to get the last 5. No, we have 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, $80. So that is it for today's cash stuffing video. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And for those who want to stay tuned for the drama story, here it goes. So Keith and I were on a vacation trip to Mexico about 2 years ago. I believe we went to Cancun, or was it Tulum? I wasn't sure, but we were there on vacation for a week, and we were at the airport because we have to go back home, unfortunately, to Philadelphia. So we checked in with TSA, and then we had about an hour and a half until we board on our plane. So in the meantime, we went to grab food, we ate lunch, and then we decided to sit in this common area where people were sitting, chatting on their phone. Basically like a common space where you can just relax before you depart for your flight, instead of going to your, what's that thing, terminal, where you sit and wait in front of the door, that part. So we were in a common space, and then while Keith was sitting, he was scrolling through TikTok or whatever. I went to the center of the airport where they have a bunch of storefronts. The one that I went to was just, you know how like when you go to the mall, they have those little cubbies of like businesses where they sell their like hair products or candles or perfume roller bottles, like that. So it was like a big one in the middle of the airport. You cannot miss it in Mexico. Like as soon as you walk in, like after the liquor spots and the perfume section, when you walk into the cafeteria, when you go towards the airport where your terminal is, there's this big spot where you can buy like souvenirs, where it could be like Mexican items or jewelry, ankle bracelets, keychains and whatnot. So I particularly went to this one spot that have like jewelry, where there's like bracelets, the rings, anklets, but obviously they're not real. They're like cubic zirconia like rings, plated like jewelry, like bracelets and stuff. So they're not real. So when I went to the jewelry spot, especially the ring section, I was like, oh, like I want to buy like cute stackable rings. There's this one ring that's like a radiant cut. It's not a real diamond, it's cubic zirconia. I converted the pricing, I think from pesos to United States dollars, US dollars, and it was about $40 in US dollars. So pretty cheap, $40 for like a cute fake ring. So I looked at it, I was like, oh, let me show Keith. So obviously I'm not going to take the ring and go run over to show Keith. I placed the ring back where I first took it out, and then I placed it back in, and then I turned around and left. I was like, babe, come. Like he was sitting in that common area where I was telling you guys about. I was like, babe, come. I want to show you this ring. It's really cute. I don't know if I should get it. Like usually I'll always come to Keith's, because sometimes if it's not worth it, he will tell me don't buy it, it's not worth it. So he's like the good side angel on my shoulder, where the bad side was like, get it. But Keith, I always run it by him before I purchase anything in my life. So he came over. I was like, oh, let me go look for the ring, but there was like a bunch of people in the ring area, so I had to wait. So once everyone cleared out, I was looking for the ring. I was looking at the specific spot where I put the ring back. It wasn't there. So I was like, oh, somebody bought it, babe, so whatever. So we walked away, and then as soon as I was walking away, when I turned, the man that worked there, he kind of grabbed my arm, but like gently, but didn't like really hurt me. So I turned around, I was like, yes. He was like, you stole ring, put it back. I was like, I don't have a ring. She's like, yes, you stole it, I saw you. You come back second time, you steal it. I was like, I guess he saw that the first time I was picking up the ring and I was looking at it, and then I left. So I think at that time he probably thought that I stole it already. But I was trying to tell him that I came back the second time to show my boyfriend the ring to see if I would get it. He didn't want to I felt like he didn't want to talk. Like he was just like, no, you stole, you pay, you stole, you pay. I said, no, I didn't steal it. So we were going back and forth for like 10-15 minutes. I was trying to tell him, like, you can check my bags, you can check my, like, you can literally open up my luggage and everything. Like, I did not steal it. He's like, no, it's okay. You steal, you pay. I was like, I'm trying to tell you that I did not steal it. So Worst come to worst, I was like, look, just show me the footage. I was like, go pull up the camera and we'll go over the camera together. So we're going there. We didn't watch the entire footage within the hour. As soon as he saw me pick up the ring, he said, see, you stole it. He didn't even watch the entire, I said, wait. I told him, I was like, wait until we finish the film for the next 30, 45 minutes. So we were scrolling through, we put like 3 times or 4 times speed faster. There was another lady right after me. Literally when I put the ring down, she was already right next to me looking at the same ring. And I remember because she's like, oh, that's such a cute ring. I was like, right? I said, I'm going to be right back. I might purchase this. I'm going to go get my boyfriend to see if I should get it. So I put the ring back. And then as soon as I pick it back in the camera footage, it shows that she picked up the same exact ring and she looked at it. And then she kind of turned like away from the camera and kind of shoved the ring underneath the basket. So in this shopping area, you get like a basket where you put all your items that you want to purchase in the basket. And then when you're done, you can go check out and you give the basket back. She had the ring, she turned slightly away from the camera and put the ring underneath all the items underneath the basket. And I'm guessing she paid for everything except for the ring. So in the camera footage, I told him, like, you see, she picked up the ring, but she don't put it back. I didn't steal it. I actually put it back. So I told him to rewind the camera. I was like, rewatch it. See, I put it back. I left. Try to get my boyfriend to come back to look at the camera. Behind me, Keith was like, see, she put it back. She put it back. I was like, babe, relax. I'm trying to explain to him. I was like, now that lady, she said that the ring is cute. And now when I put it back, you see she pick it up. She don't put it back. She took it, not me. And then she was like, oh, and then he was like speaking Spanish to her, like his coworkers. And then he turned around and apologized to me. I was like, it's okay, I understand. And then he was trying to tell me, I guess like there's a language barrier because he's Mexican. He was trying to say, if someone stole, I pay. I have no money. I take care of my family, which I understand. He's trying to say that he doesn't have the funds to pay for this stolen item because he's working so hard to take care of his family, which I understand. So nicely of me, because I don't want that burden on him because he do got to take care of his family. I know how it is in Mexico. I initiated that I'll pay for it, even though I didn't steal it. In the meantime, he did tell the cops, and the cops were looking for that specific lady, but I'm pretty sure she's long gone. She probably hopped on a flight and left. So I offered to pay for it. And then I told her, I was like, I would not steal that. I said, all the jewelry that I literally have so much jewelry on me. Like I even have my Van Cleef bracelet on, my Cartier ring, and I have these Asian gold bracelets on, like the same exact ones. And I told her, I was like, all of my jewelry right here are probably almost $15,000 or maybe $10,000. And then Keith pulled out a stack of cash in US dollars. He had like maybe 40 in hundreds, like he had like $4,000, and he paid for the ring. The ring was $40. Keith gave him $100 and say, before you like in the future, before you assume, please watch the video before you assume that someone stole something. So he did apologize to Keith and I, and he appreciated the extra $60 because, to be honest, like we're good people. I don't steal. And for him to apologize after me afterwards, I did feel some type of empathy afterwards, but at the same time, I was like, in my head, I was like, I'm not trying to miss my flight. I only have 20 minutes before my plane departs. So we paid for it. We was rushing, grabbing my stuff and trying to run for our terminal. And then we finally made it on a flight. Like, it was so crazy because he was trying to arrest me on spot because he was already calling the police. And I cannot imagine being locked up in a different country, especially Mexico, because I'm a United States citizen and then also I'm Asian. So like it just doesn't mix well in Mexico. And I'm glad that we were able to solve the issue before I miss our flight, because there's no way in hell that Keith is going to leave me. I'm pretty sure he's going to stay. But the thing is that it would just be a tragedy if I actually get locked up in Mexico and then like, I don't know. But we got that situation handled, thankfully, and then we made it on our flight, safe and sound. We got home and we told our entire family. And then my mom was like, why would you want to buy a $40 fake ring anyways? I was like, Mom, it was cute. It was cute, relax. But yeah, I'm still here. I'm not locked up. I'm making this cash stuffing videos for you guys. So fingers crossed nothing happens like that in St. Lucia in November. So, I mean, I will stay away from souvenirs at this point because I was actually like shook because he said that he was going to call the police on me. I was like, oh no. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the cash stuffing, the little story time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.